Hey, welcome back to the lab. Yes, we have another project. This is part of the rusty lantern haul. If you saw the video back, so I'm slowly going through the ones I found in that haul. This one is particularly nice shape. So the guy said all the rest are all chewed up and dirty and everything. The guy said his wife cleaned up a couple of them. If you saw the video, you'll see. So it looks like she kind of wiped it down, cleaned the globe. So here we have a huge EMBURY. This is the EMBURY number 242 Supreme. It's a big fount. Big fount. Yeah, nice brass cap. Yep. Oh yeah, this is a big dog here. And I'm not finding anything wrong with it. I think this is gonna clean up beautiful. Yes, indeed. I mean, I have seen worse end up looking really good. So I am thinking that this is gonna be a real nice cleanup for sure. Little dent up there, we can address that, no problem. We'll take care of that. Looks like it's got all its tabs. Looks like it just got mushed. You can straighten that stuff out for sure. Yeah, okay. So, let's get her taken apart and see what we're dealing with here. I wonder if I got the whisker. I think I got a red whisker, but I got no clear EMBURY tall gloves. Unfortunately, I got a ton of these. You need any of these? Blank, I call them fatties, but these are kind of like a universal tall cold blast lantern globe. And it pretty much fits in most all lanterns with the same configuration. But okay, let's dig into it. All right, so first we get this globe out of here. Nice. Clean that up. I got a couple chips in it. That's okay. That doesn't affect it at all. We've still got a seal for sure. This is interesting with that lip like that. I'll have to compare this to some of the other ones that don't quite look like that. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, all right, cap is even loose. Actually, these are parts from another project, Dietz Fire King. So it is drying out. My sealing of the tank didn't quite take, so I'm making sure it's all dried out. We're gonna give it another shot. But I want to get these separated from what we're doing here. Yeah, okay. Burner is loose. Wow. So far, so good. It's been in there a hot minute. Yeah, this thing saw the elements. I wonder how dirty this was before she washed it. This thing is pretty. Yeah, it's rotted. So why do I flick it like this? Well, first, to, get the dust and stuff out of it, but also I kind of listen for a tone that tells me that, it's just beat up and, disintegrated and lost its vitality. I'd probably hack that off right there and reuse it, or just save it for, display. As I like to save my vintage wicks. We'll see what we got to do with that. That's come loose a little bit. That's okay. That'll clean up no problem. All right. So, this got interesting. All right, this latch here is a little different. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, look at that. See that right there? Normally that's over on the side. So this is interesting. This is first time me seeing this particular lift lever mechanism bracket type thing. Interesting. It's gonna be a lot easier for me to get this part out too, which is awesome. I wonder if that's newer or older. I don't know. Okay. What's in there? What is that in there? That looks like mud wasp nest in there. Yeah, cool. So yeah, we can open that up if I can get in here with this. Be real careful because you don't want to overbend and have a problem with putting it back where it's supposed to be and it's breaking off. We don't want that. There we go. Okay, good. That's out. That's good. That's good to go. Ooh, we got a surprise in the fount. Where'd you go, surprise in the fount? There. Nice. Excellent. It's a little short. Well, it'd still get down into the kerosene. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. That is all insect. I'm feeling there's some mud wasp somewhere. There you go. Okay, good. All right, so that'll go to clean up. That, get that out of here. This out of there. That there. Yeah. So yeah, every lantern that so far that I worked on from this this rusty lantern haul has generated large piles of crap like this. But I am loving working on them. I really am, because I love, you know, that barn fresh that, you know, could disintegrated and become part of the soil and nobody would have known. But I like the idea of saving them, bringing them back to life. And right now I'm just kind of exploring, looking to see the state of things here. See if there's anything weird going on. I've been fooled before. Can't quite tell. Is that? No, there's no paint on this. I thought it looked like there was paint there. Okay, so let's get that crown off before we go to the bench grinder and get off the dirtiness here. Right. I have my shortwave on in the background, so if you're hearing static and crashes, there's apparently, I call them crashes, they're lightning crashes. And that lightning could be many hundreds of miles away. But it hits the airwaves. It has a frequency. Ooh, oh boy, that tab might bust off. That tab right there might bust off when we bend it back. Come on now. There we go. Okay. So we want to keep an eye on these tabs, not screw with them. Not screw with them till we have to. Will the bail come out for me? There we go. Slightly misshapen, but I kind of like it. I like it. It's uniform. Cool. That'll clean up. This here. Okay, cool. We might find it a little bit more of the dent when we after we clean it up. Cool, nothing wrong with that. All right. Man, just that simple. So I think now I'm just going to go over to the bench grinder with these parts and the lantern. Because that is where most of the work is going to be. Just getting the oxidation off. This is going to be so nice. Only issue I got is that one tab that just might break. You have to be real careful bending it back. I want to make real careful that I avoid, banging them into anything while working on it. As always. Right. So, over to the bench grinder, then we'll come back here and we'll throw some Dremel bits at it. And, okay, so we're going to do that, and I'll be back. Okay, so we are back from the bench grinder. Yeah, look at this. Nice. Yeah, this is going to clean up really nice. Did I say nice? Yeah, I meant nice. Oh, is that uneven? Yeah, a little bit. Is that leaned over a little bit? Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, so we got some junk bit areas here. Junk bit, which is this junk bit inside the tank. Let's take a look. Look at that. Look at that thing. I wonder if I go, can I widen out? Let's see. Can I do like a wide angle in there? There's my finger. Hey, I've never done this before. That's crazy. There's my finger. Okay. Look at that. Look at that cavernous, massive tank. Look at it. Looks freaking great, doesn't it? Awesome. All right. So we're gonna get at this with the junk pit. So why don't we do that? right about now. So we're going to go to a wheel. I guess we're going to start a new one. Yeah, let's start a new wheel. Yeah, it's shot. Don't want that. I don't want that one anymore. Sorry, I keep doing this little throat clearing thing. I think I have what's called chlorine cough. I go to the Y and I do some lots of swimming around, and you know, maybe you get a little chlorinated water, you know, inhaled a little bit of it, and it does a little something to your bronchi, I guess. But excuse me, sorry about that. I'll try to edit it all out. All right, so we're gonna go to a nice fresh new wheel. I'm gonna get the seams and then behind things and all that. Yeah, wow, this is really looking nice, man. This is really nice. And look at all this great patina that's showing up here. All this showing up like patina where it's worn down, you know, handprints, people grabbing it. It's very cool. Very cool. Okay, let's continue. Nice. Looking nice. Yes, indeed. So now I'm gonna do a pointy bit, little pointy bit action. Yeah, it's shaping up real nice, man. I know, broken record. What did I do with it? I knew I started one. These are a little too shot. Maybe I really did fry it. The last lantern. Maybe I did. Well, we'll go with this one. This one will be all right. This one will do what we need it to. So, yeah, junk bit, and then we'll, man, oh man, yeah, this is gonna be a beautiful cleanup. Yeah, sorry, once again. Okay. Pointy bit, we're going to get it in all the nooks and crannies and all the little things here, and then we'll go to nylon bit. All right, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I went over the polisher meal real quick, and I put a good polish on it, but I left some, some tarnish in the dents and everything, show it some age, because we got all kinds of patina that's going to show up on this when we treat it. So we want to leave a little something on there to say, hey, look at me, I was a workhorse. Okay, cool. It's coming along really nice. All right, so I think now we're going to throw some steel wool on this thing and then treat it. So this is, yeah, wow. So far out of the lanterns that I've worked on from this rusty lantern haul, this one has been by far the cleanest. Not the oldest. Boy, I tell you, there's a couple old ones in there. You just look for the. So there's links. There'll be links going around down here, down in the description. There'll be a link to all those finds. All right, so we are done with the steel woolen. I'm just brushing off the steel wool dust because it promotes rust. Yes, I'm going to get in that manifold. I see lots of dust in there, including steel wool dust. So I'm going to get in there with this very cool extended pointy bit. I'm using these sparingly because they are a lot more expensive than the littler ones. All right, so I'm going to get inside the manifold here and just swish this around a little bit, kind of sweep out the hallway, you know what I mean? All right, You know what I need? I need like something that holds like compressed air that I could like fill myself rather than go buying air. You know what I mean? Think of something like that. Something like a little, geez, maybe like even a little pump action, you know, something like a 409 bottle, but, you know, for air. Is there something like that? I'll have to ask AI that. All right, so we are all cleaned up here. I think. Well, maybe we'll treat it first, and then we'll put this back on, just so we get around and get the chimney cleaned up. A little oil on there. All right, so we're gonna throw some linseed oil on here. That is the next step. Yeah, this is going to show us all this patina, and I could just tell by looking here. There's going to be patina galore. And some people will say I like it better like that. Well, I'm treating this for protection. I think the beautiful look on it that's what I really love about throwing the oil on things. Brings back, you know, right now it just looks like, oh, look at that, you know, regular, normal, but this is going to bring out the patina, so you know this thing's been a workhorse and weathered and used and antique. So it's very cool. I can see some of the tigering here in the that beautiful EMBURY steel that they use. Okay, so let's paint this part up. So like I'll show you right here. See how that just kind of looks like normal. Come down here a little. There. But you'll see how it changes. You know that you didn't see all that patina before. But now you'll see it. That's what I love about it. Yeah. Changes the color. Changes the attitude. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Now you'll see. Now you'll see again. Look at that. Totally different attitude. I freaking love it. Love it. Yeah, look at that. See that? All that patina coming back. It'll look different from this too after I wipe it off. And I can really see that tigering starting to show up. This is the opposite of like powdering. You see like, you know, watching an old TV show or something, and you'll see like makeup lady come out with a big, you know, big pad of powder and powder somebody's face down. That's hiding this kind of thing. But what we are doing is bringing it out. Yeah. Nice. Now we can put our crown back on. Let's pray that we don't break that tab off. And I am happy with the shape of that. All right. Well, let's see. Okay, we got all 4 tabs on, and I'll get my trusty chopstick for bending them back over. Why do I use this chopstick? Because I used it very early in my lantern career because I was sick of putting tool marks because of stuff like that, where it slips off like that and then puts a big old tool mark in your crown. So I can bend them over enough to where I come back with a soft hammer and finish them up. Very nice. Being ginger with it. All right, we didn't lose that tab. Perfect. All right. Okay, now we want to put this back on here. Come on, I want to get back in your home. There we go. All right, got a good. Yeah, a little tool mark in there for me trying to pry that open earlier. That bugs me. There we go. Nice. Now we got this. This is kind of come out a little bit. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I could use a little oil. There's probably a little bit left on this brush. Just the right amount left. Okay, so we got a couple of these. Okay, we'll hack this one off. And we'll put this part on the bottom. This was a little rotted here, so we'll put this part up top. Looks a lot healthier. Come on now. Why are you acting like that? Maybe it needs a little cleaning up in there. So this is real pipe cleaners. It's got like little scrubby wires in it. Those little pipe cleaners that you see for like crafts and crap, those aren't going to help you any doing this. Got some small wire brushes. I wonder if we got one that small. Let's see. Yep. Nope. Won't fit. Okay. I guess that was just stubborn. Yeah, it's a stubborn burner. Okay, no problem. No problemo. Well, I'll be able to see through the filler hole here if that wick's hitting bottom. Let's see. That's pretty close. Pretty close. Let's see if you can see in there with me. Yeah, barely touching the bottom. But, you know, hey. You could just throw more than a 1/4 of an inch of kerosene in there. It'll wick right up the wick. Right there. Okay, let's finish assembly here. Oh. I thought I was recording that. I wasn't. So let's try that again. Where'd it go? There we go. Yeah, you can see it just like a well, less than like a 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. There's your wick. The beautiful bottom of that fount. Yeah, all right, that's enough. There's enough wick there to get you started. Okay, so we'll put this in with the other vintage wicks. All right, we got our weathered cap. Very nice. We got our bail test. Very nice. Okay, now our globe, which was all nicely cleaned up by the gentleman's wife. Put this right back in there. Probably gonna have some, obviously have some fingerprints on it because I'm freaking touching it. My hands are covered in linseed oil. And there we have it, man. We have it. We are done with this gorgeous number 242 Supreme from EMBURY of Warsaw. That's right. So nice. All right. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. We're all done with this beauty. And I think I already know where it's going. You know, if you're watching the video, most likely you are in possession of this before I even publish this. But yeah, I got a guy, he likes his EMBURYs. I love EMBURYs as well. They're workhorses. They are built like tanks. I don't know if there's any other lanterns that are built as tough as these are. I'll tell you what. Okay. Well, folks, that is going to do it here for another installment here in Chef Burnland Lab. And hey, as always, don't you go changing. And don't you go changing either.
We'll be back with the Magic Tunes for the Armada Room's 2-hour disco swing party after this short break. Till then, don't you go changing.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.